Hey everyone, and the question is, from last episode is, what do I do? And I think, in this case, it is probably going to be better to actually, turn the volume off for my laptop, because I'm kind of talking to a friend, and to run to Sissy, because we don't know if it's Mr. Vulture. Cool increases. You run to the stage, weaving through tables, ignoring angry shouts from jostled customers, and leap onto the raised platform. Sissy sees you and her eyes go wide. Overhead, metal twists and shrieks. The amplifiers spark and shorts out. You barrel into Sissy, wrapping your arms around her narrow waist. Her fans go sailing through the air. You land on top of her. The lighting scaffold tears away from the ceiling with a terrific screech and crashes down onto the stage in the shower of twisted metal and broken glass. You and Sissy are safe, but just barely. The scaffold came down where she stood only seconds ago. The music has stopped and customers, most of them, are running for exits. You cough to clear the smoke and dust out of your lungs. You alright? Yeah, I managed to choke out, you alright? I'm alive. She looks in your eyes and adds, because of you. They spell add wrong, that's going to annoy me and things like that. Anyway. Thank me later. You scramble off Sissy and climb over the record scaffolding, looking for Mr. Vulture. He's on his feet, staring up at the stage. The fingers on his left hand still toying with the pentagram ring on his pinky. You and he lock eyes. For a moment, those dark eyes bore into yours, if looks could kill. In that moment, he turns and flees. You could run him down and beat the crap out of him, or you could follow him from a distance. What do? Follow from a distance. Because I get the feeling if I beat the crap out of him, I'm going to end up with some bad karma. Also known as rage. And I'm getting confused by one of my friends. Anyway, he went out in front of you and you in a hurry after him. But you leave some distance. No need to let him know he's got a tail. This guy pulled down a lighting rafter with a few whispered words. And he's throwing around serious magic. Way out of your league. A face-to-face confrontation probably wouldn't go well for you. He's headed north on the boulevard, and you stroll along, trying to look like another scared customer exiting the building after the accident. 2 blocks up, he stops and hails a taxi. You sight the nearest cab and hop in. Follow that guy. The guy turns to his seat, stops a cigar. You serious, bub? I didn't realize Wolverine was in this. Ah, fuck. Again, didn't realize Wolverine did taxi services. Yeah, only don't get too close, okay? Cabby shrugs. You're the boss. Oh, I just realized what my friend means. What? He pulls out into traffic, cutting off another motorist, and does a better than average job of tailing without arousing suspicion. You're a cop. The cabbie inspects you in the mirror, Review mirror. Private eye. This fellow we're following. What did he do? Killed a pair of girls. Threw one in front of a bus, the other out of a window. The cabbie rolls the stub of a cigar from one side of his mouth to the other without comment. I swear this is Wolverine. It's the cigars and everything. You settle back into the seat and let your heart rate return to normal. Had you known you would be dealing with a top shelf sorcerer, you'd have brought totems and wards you've gathered over the years. Magic is not your area of expertise, but you know a few counterspells. And you can even do a few enchantments at a pitch. But you need the right material. Casters that can throw spells with just the force of their will are a rare breed. Rare and dangerous. The lead taxi stops at a run-down two-story building of staggering height. Sagging brick and mortar with barred-up windows. Your driver slows down and stops a block away. Mr. Vulture climbs out and mounts the steps of the front door. Throws a look over his shoulders and disappears inside. Want I should wait? He asks. Please, you hand him a 10. Get out and head up to the block building. The building is in a sad state. You can see the bars were added. Most of the windows on beyond the ground. Fuck's sake! Why does this tablet hate me? Most of the windows on the ground floor have been smashed out. The rooms beyond, as far as you can see, are empty and dark. Mr. Vulture might be living here. Or he might be squatting. One thing is sure. He's the only one living here. You do a lap round the building. There is no back door, just a fire escape too high to reach. That's a shame. You get back to the front and in time to see a light come on in the upstairs window. At least you know where he is. This time you have no intention of letting him get the drop on you. Try to use the window. Ouch! You do another cycle of the building, pulling out the bars until... good spit. Ouch, I lost 2 life. That's not good. I should have tried the bloody door. God damn it. You do another cycle of the building, pulling out the bars until you've gotten one. Find one with some play. It's covered in rust and groans when you tug. It will take some work. You spit into your palms, rub them together, take a hold of the loose bars, brace your foot against the wall. The veins in your neck stand out and your face turns red. The first bar bends and comes free with a loud twang. You fly backwards, rebound onto the next building next door, and end up on your knees with little stars twinkling in your vision. Your goose egg has sprung up on the back of your noggin. But you got an opening, and the bar will make a decent weapon. When the stars leave your brain, headed back to their celestial orbit, you hoist yourself through the window. Jagged shards of broken glass rip at your coat and your pant legs. Taking some flesh as well. Ugh. You drop through the other side into an empty room with high ceilings and a cold fireplace. The hard wood is covered in a thick layer of dust. Cobwebs festoon the corners. You knock the dust off your coat, climb to your feet, and have a look around. A ghostly apparition hovers in the dark doorway. You give a yell, leap back, and raise the rusty bar in defense, as if it would do any good against a non-corporeal being. For a moment your heart pounds, blooding into your ears, until you realize the ghost is actually a grandfather clock, covered in a white sheet. Oh, that's just sad. I need to lose cool for that shit. A laugh works its way up from your chest. You shake your head, breathe a sigh of relief. From the corner of your eye, you see a shadow detach itself from the deep gloom. Something crashes into the back of your skull. Lights go out. Fuck! You swim from unconsciousness. An army of angry bees built a nest inside your head while they're out. They are trying in there right now, buzzing and singing, generally making life miserable. Being awake is a mistake. You want to just go back to sleep. into the soft black oblivion. But a tiny warning is jingle-jangling in the back of your mind. The light is on. The glow penetrates the membranes of your closed eyelids. Water drips and chains clink. The air is cool. You remember infiltrating Vulture's hideout and getting the back of your skull bashed in as a result. The pain at the back of your head flares in response. It takes some effort, but you finally peel open one eye. You're in a basement. You've been trussed like a Thanksgiving Day turkey. Your hands are tied together and suspended overhead by a simple metal hook passed through the ropes. Your feet dangle an inch off the stone floor. The light is coming from a naked bowl hanging in the ceiling. The decorator went for the look that says Gothic Castle meets Fetish Club. He succeeded. Chains, whips, knives, and other unpleasant-looking instruments adorn your walls. Dark red spots stain the floors. At least it's not your blood all over the floors. Not yet, anyway. You'll have to think fast if you're going to get out. Before you can formulate a plan, the door swings open. The Vulture comes in with a leather paddle in hand and asks, "Who are you?" Several options come to mind. You could lie and say that you're a cop and that you held the place surrounded. It's not a trick, but you are what cops want and can act the part. Or keep it simple, telling you you're his worst nightmare. Maybe if you say it with enough conviction. Finally, there's the option of trying to lighten things up, answering with the ghost of Christmas past. You've been naughty. How do you answer? I'm going to say I'm a cop. Fuck! I'm a cop. We got this place surrounded. You're finished. Give it up now, and maybe the judge will let you go easy. He smacks the belt across your leather paddle. Pain explodes. I bet you I would have just been hit whatever, so life would have decreased anyway. You smacks, but you shake your head away to throw out. Pain explodes across your right cheekbone, and for a moment you slip toward the comfortable black of unconsciousness. You shake your head to throw out the sleep. Must stay awake. He holds the paddle to for your inspection. It's a well-made piece of equipment. Thick leather and solid stitching, probably handmade. Was it too much to hope for a cheap mass-produced Halloween prop? The Vulture uses it to slap another cheek. At least you'll have matching bruises. Don't lie to me. The only one outside is a fat cow asleep in this car. Who are you? Your face feels like a basketball. Speaking is hard work. You manage to croak out, "Eat me." That sets him off. He works over and over He works you over with the leather paddle until you stop feeling sympathetic for tenderized beef. He pays a particular attention to your ribcage, hitting you again and again. You take all the punishment you can and then yell out, all right. Ready to talk, he says. He asks. You nod. I'm a private investigator. And why are you following me? He asks. Because you were a sorcerer, you say. Because you killed Dee Dee and Joni, and you tried to kill Sissy. He stands back and narrows his eyes. The expression on his face is one you might think of. Face says you might be the crazy one here. A sorcerer? You think I'm a sorcerer as in magic? It hurts, but you nod. He laughs. I don't know any Dee Dee, and I don't know any Joni either. I didn't have anything to do with that scaffolding. But you've been hanging around the club, making all those girls uncomfortable. I've been going there for weeks, trying to figure out how to get one of those little tramps alone so I could bring her back here and have my fun with her. A cold weight settles in your stomach. He isn't magical. He's just an ordinary runoff. Fuck off! I thought Facebook wasn't going to fuck me over! A cold weight settles in his stomach. He isn't magical. He's an already run-off male psycho. And the real killer is still out there. If you don't get out of here, Sissy is as good as dead. Hell, if you don't get out of here, you're as good as dead. He's not a detective, huh? Well, no one will be looking for a lowly gumshoe. I can't take my time with you. I've never cut on a man before. I usually prefer pretty young ladies. You understand? Oh, completely. You tell him. Everyone has that type. You're a funny guy. He takes a curved blade from the wall and tests its edge with his thumb. The sound is loud in the silence of the basement. Let's see how funny you are without your face. Couldn't we stop and settle this over a couple of drinks? He smiles and puts the edge of the blade against your cheek. I'm afraid not. You screw your eyes shut and prepare for yourself searing pain of the blade dragging across your skin, opening your face open like a zipper put on a child's backpack. A fine mess you got yourself into. He's a killer, but not the killer. Your client is out there right now, totally exposed, no protection, while you're about to get an amateur facelift. Before Mr. Vulture can start cutting, there is a knock at the upstairs doors. He looks up at the basement ceiling like he can see right through the floor. You say, if you have company, I can come back later. He takes the blade away from your face and goes to the basement door. Hang around, he tells you. You fake a laugh just to show him that you got the joke. The sound of his feet recede upstairs. It's too much to hope that the police are on the front door. Maybe the cabbie called the cops. Doubtful. With your luck, it's probably a door-to-door vacuum salesman. Whoever it is, they've given you a few seconds to come up with a plan. The hook is attached to the ceiling with a rusty-looking bolt. They might give you bounce up and they might give if you bounce up and down. Also, a wall of display full of sharp objects is close enough you might reach it with your feet. If you could get one of those weapons between your feet, you might be able to stab him with it when he comes near. Another option is to swing your body high and catch a hold of near shelving with your feet and pull yourself off the hook. What do? Bounce up and down. Oh, fuck. Bounce up and down, the hook turns long, your weight causes the rust. Well, shit. I could start over from the beginning. Last checkpoint. Yes. No. Oh, fuck! So I have to start over? Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.